Hello and welcome to the Hayden Cohen Show. You may be wondering what this is, and so am I. In basic terms, stuff happens and I'll go on about it, just up until the point it gets boring. To keep up to date, click that subscribe button. This week, thanks to the wonderful Freedom of Information Act, where after 30 years many private governmental documents enter the public domain, we heard lots of new juicy gossip about good old Maggie Thatcher. All links, by the way, are in the description below. Not only did Thatcher plan to use the army during the miners' strike, couldn't care less about Nelson Mandela, and lied about the number of mines she wanted to close, but she had her hair done 120 times in a year. Now, I'd never dream of saying that maybe she should have spent less time on her coiffure and more on sorting out the increasing class tension as well as the north-south divide, but the best thing about this story is that it had to be released as a state secret. Thatcher's hair was so vital to national security, it needed to be kept from the public. It makes one wonder what has remained redacted. Maybe her hairspray had a cloaking device if the IRA thought she was a bag of potatoes. Maybe her bouffant was a Faraday cage for a nuclear device. Or maybe she was nervous that if she'd move her head even slightly, her hair would become bedraggled. Most people don't know that the full quote is, "This lady's not for turning because I'm worried about my hair." In other controversial, self-obsessed politician news, I'm happy to report that Nick Griffin, head of the British National Party and self-styled Indigenous Person-in-Chief, has anyone ever showed him a picture of a dinosaur? Oh, they have! It's called a mirror. He is now bankrupt. Completely penniless, he has declared he will still run to be a member of the European Parliament. Even better, Nick himself is happy about the news. He said, and I quote, "It has freed me from financial worries. I am now turning the experience to the benefit of hard-up constituents by producing a booklet on dealing with debt called Kick a Romanian in the Groin and Nick Griffin All His Money." I made that last bit up. Also this week, there's been weather. Oh no, weather! Yep, there's been flooding all over the south and west coast of England. Don't get me wrong, it's bad. People's homes and businesses have been destroyed yet again. But the fetishisation of weather gets a bit boring. I'm pleased that the Syria conflict is now over, well at least forgotten, and the cartel has stopped their beheadings in Mexico. They haven't. But isn't there any more news to report on? Cue footage of old people discussing twerking in 3, 2, 1. And that's it for this Hayden Cohen Show. Tune in next time for some more stuff.